Good morning, boys and girls. Welcome back to school. I hope you had a good Thanksgiving and that you are ready to start a new week of learning. Today, I'm going to be working with you all week. I'm going to be working with you on writing. And today, we're going to be working on making a list. Now, when we make a list, we don't have to use capital letters at the beginning of a sentence. We don't have to use periods because we don't make a sentence at all. So we are just going to be putting a couple words on each line for our list. Now, you're going to get started with me, and then you get to take a little break and watch some of the things that I do, and then I'm going to have you join in with me. So, make sure you have your notebook and a nice pencil ready to begin. If you don't, go ahead and pause so that you can get that ready. We start with our name and our date. And today is the last day of November, so we're going to put 11-30-20 for 2020. So go ahead and get that done and then come back and visit me again. Okay, so the list we're going to make is called Vehicles That I See. The book that you did this week today with Mrs. Tissio, I think, was a big book, and it talked about waiting for a bus. But before the bus came, a lot of other things came by that were vehicles, okay? Things that you can ride in, things that have wheels. We're going to make a list of those. So this is what I want you to do. I would like you to write our title. So you can pause me to write your title and then turn it back on. And then you're going to watch me make a list, and then I will tell you when I want you to join in. Because some of them you're going to write with me, and some of them I'm not going to have you write because they're pretty long. So go ahead and write your title. Vehicles, I see. Vehicles is capital. I is capital, C or S is capital for C because it's a title. Go ahead and do that and come on back. All right, so some of these vehicles are things that we see in Caro. Some of them we don't see in Caro. So I thought it would be fun to decide which ones we see in Caro while I'm making the list. So this is where you can just put your pencil down, but I want you listening and I want you watching. The first vehicle that we found in the story was a taxi. Now, we do not see taxis in Caro, do we? Okay, we have a thumb body that's kind of like a taxi, but we don't have a taxi. But that's on my list because that's in the book. Next is a tow truck. Now that's two words. What does tow start with? T. What does truck start with? T. We have two of them. All right, so I am going to write tow, then a finger space, and truck. Do we see tow trucks in Caro? Yes, we do. Next was a fire engine. Do we see fire trucks in Caro? Yes, thankfully, right? Because they help us, don't they? So, fire truck. So truck I already have. Fire starts with an F. Fire finger space, truck. All right. Next is an ice cream truck. We used to have an ice cream truck in Carroll. I don't know if we have one anymore, but I'm going to put it on our list because it was in our story. So we have, ice cream and another truck. So this is 3 words. So count them with me. 1, 2, and 3. And what do I put between each word? I put my finger space, don't I? Oh, we can be glad we have our next one in our story. It was a garbage truck. What does that start with? You're right, it starts with a G. Okay, so garbage. Do you see how I'm stretching that out while I'm writing? Garbage. And what does, I forgot my E. And once again, we have the word truck. We should be pretty good at that by the time we're done, huh? All right. So, garbage trucks are in Carroll? Definitely. The next one, you might see sometimes. We don't see it a lot, but a backhoe. Now, backhoe is 1 word, but clap it with me. Backhoe. How many syllables? 2. Backhoe is a compound word. It is backhoe. You put them together for backhoe. So we're going to write backhoe on our list because that was in our story. See how I'm, you know what? I left a space and I wasn't supposed to. So I have to fix that. I just told you it was 1 word and then I made it 2. Oh, we have quite the list, don't we? But if you remember in our story, the very next thing that came was what they were waiting for. And what were they waiting for? The school bus. Very good. So we're going to write school bus. All right. So let's review the ones that were in the story. If you can remember them, say them with me. We ready? Taxi, tow truck, fire truck, ice cream truck, garbage truck, backhoe, school bus. Good. Now, I know you haven't written anything yet. If you did, that's okay, but you didn't have to. Now I want to go back and I'm going to put a little star by the things that we do have in Carroll. All right, so we have a tow truck, so I'm going to put a star by that. We have a fire truck, so we're going to save that. We have a garbage truck, we're going to save that. We have a school bus, so we're going to save that. Now, I'm kind of running out of room, aren't I? Because I wanted to spread my words out so you could see them. So this was our story. And now we're going to add a couple more things that were not in our story that we might see in Carol. So I'm going to take off taxi. I'm going to take off ice cream truck. And I'm going to take off backhoe. And I'm also going to change my marker, so you can tell the ones that I am adding. Okay, most of you probably have the same kind of vehicle, not like the same make and the same color, but what do we usually ride in? Usually one of two things. One starts with k, k, k. What's that? Car. You're right. So I'm going to, in one of my little spaces, I'm going to write the word car. Okay. What else might we ride in besides a car? We might ride in a regular truck, right? Okay, so we can put truck. Okay, we should be pretty good at that one now, right? I think some of you might have this one at your house. I know I see Mr. Schember riding this a lot, and I used to ride it a lot, and it starts with a B. Can you guess? You're right, a bike. A bike. So, down here where I have some room, I'm going to write bike. That is another way that we can go from one place to another, isn't it? And one more thing that I want to add to the list. Hopefully we don't need this, but it's really great to have it in case we need it. And that is an ambulance. And so I'm going to take off tow truck because I want you to be able to see, and I'm afraid down here you won't be able to see. So we're going to add ambulance. Ambulance. And I don't write that word very often, so I am going to double check to make sure that I spelled it correctly, and I did not. I'm going to change this E to an A. Ambulance. So, this is what I want you to do now. Now it's your turn. I am going to ask you, you have your title, and if you wrote these, that's fine. But if you did not, this is what I want you to do now. I want you to pick, let's say, 4 of them. Okay? I want you to pick 4. Any 4 that you want. And if you want to add a different one that we didn't put on there, you can do that too. And then underneath it, because yours won't be as full as mine, then underneath it, you can put a line and you can draw a little picture. Okay? And you should have some room down here when you're done. Mine just doesn't go all the way to the bottom of my paper because of my computer. This assignment you need to finish and you need to upload to Google Classroom for your teacher. So this is Monday's assignment. It matches our big book. It's for writing, and I can't wait to see what you come up with our list. So, just before I go, I'm going to review these words with you one more time, and then you're going to pick 4 of them, right? Okay, here we go. Say them with me. Car, ambulance, fire truck, truck, garbage truck, bike, school bus. All right? Have fun, and I can't wait to see what you come up with. Have a great day, and I'll see you back tomorrow. Bye-bye.